Cyborg, what it look like, man? We back. Hey, yo, breaking news, man. Breaking news. But not really, though, man. Everybody already heard. What's up, man? February 2nd, it's going down in Flint, Michigan, man. The GOAT. The motherfucking GOAT. Clarissa Shields is getting it in with Perkins, man. Danielle Perkins, former ball player, Olympian boxer. Yo, it's going in, man. It's going in and it's going down. Flint, Michigan, man. Everybody get your tickets ready. Get your TVs ready. Get your time allotted, man, because this one is a must-see TV, man. Just for the hell of it and for nothing else, man. Perkins is pushing 6 feet tall, bro. 6 feet tall. She got the basketball player's acumen going on, so she's a natural athlete. And then she's tearing it up with some boxing, man. I seen this girl put down Fahey, man, in her last fight. Fahey was very game, man. She showed up. She had all the energy. She had all the will to win, but she just couldn't do anything with Perkins, man. Perkins was just too long, too strong, too present, too active, too accurate. The only thing missing from Perkins in that fight, man, was a little bit of speed. Looking back at some of Perkins' earlier fights, especially against some people who just kind of stood in front of her, you know, she seemed a little more prepared for people like that. Not so much to deal with it. She was just physically more fit. You know what I mean? So her athleticism was a lot more pronounced. Her speed was a lot more accented, and she just looked good, man. Just looked very athletic. Looked really fast, really thorough, very calculated, very deliberate in her punches, in her footwork, in her stances, you know, in terms of maintaining proximity and managing her distance from the fighter. But in the last fight against Fahey, man, I think she just proved to be a more accurate puncher, somebody who was a lot more relaxed. She seems so extremely relaxed, man. I rarely see a person in a combat sport look so comfortable, man. She looked so ready for war in her sleep, so to speak. You know what I mean? She didn't even look like it looked like a typical day at the office. The way she was behaving, man, the way she was performing, she almost looked like she had beaten Fahey before, because Fahey was putting on some you know, some good telltale signs of a winning spirit, man. Like, the girl was she was very active. She kept her footwork in order. Her punches were pretty accurate. She just didn't seem to have too much power on there. I think she could have benefited a little bit more from including infusing a little bit more volume in her punches, because Perkins was definitely not there to be taken by one or two quick hits. She needed a little bit more volume to really feel the pain that Fahey was trying to inflict on her. But moving past that, man, I mean, this is probably going to be what I hope, you know, for the fireworks sake and for everything else. I think this is going to be another GOAT show, man. Another GOAT show, and it's happening in Flint, Michigan. And finally, you know, Flint's gonna get one of their own coming home again. You know what I mean? But they're gonna do it really, really big. You know, I think this fight is gonna be, oddly enough, in spite of Perkins' lack of a track record in terms of her, you know, her fight count. She's only got 5 fights. They're all victories. Most of them very dominant. I think it's going to be a test for Clarissa Shields. You know, in spite of all of her success, in spite of all of the dominance and the prowess she's shown in her fight history, I think this time around, though, she's dealing with a different kind of fighter, man. I think the newness of Perkins is going to stem from her relaxed approach to fighting. She's just so comfortable under pressure, and she applies pressure with a lot of patience. You know what I mean? So it's a kind of a strange type of fight for Clarissa Shields. I think a lot of people have oftentimes gotten into the ring with Clarissa and tried to outshine her, and so they brought in a lot of tensions and a lot of hurriedness in their spirit about, you know, getting this fight over and, you know, putting the rounds and the points in the pocket. But I don't see I don't see Perkins going for that that approach. You know what I mean? I think Perkins is a little too, she has a little bit too much like, if you know, for lack of a better word, she has like a spiritual resolve, man. This motherfucker just seemed like she do some fucking yoga or some shit before she go in there, because her spirit is a little calm, man. Like unusually calm for a boxer. You know what I mean? It's not a crazy person. You know what I mean? Like unusually calm. So that's gonna be a new challenge, a new look for Claressa Shields. But I think Perkins, in spite of all of those positive attributes that I try to list here, I think she has a few setbacks, man. And the major one is going to be her speed. I think she's got good power. I think she's got excellent reach. She has excellent foot management, but her speed is going to be very compromising against somebody like Shields, because Shields is so fast, and Shields is rarely the person, you know, that you count on to have like the longest reach in the fight. So she's accustomed to bringing it straight to you, and such as in the way she dealt with Vanessa Lepas-Jones. She really got close into Jones to where Jones couldn't use her length and her strength and her height against Shields almost at all. I mean, before Jones could look up, Shields already peppered her with 2-3 punches real quick, you know what I mean? And after a while, when those things start landing on your temples, start tapping your jaw, start tapping the side of your head in a certain way, I mean, that rhythm is hard to recover from, you know what I mean? And I see that being an issue with Perkins, because Perkins is taller, she's got a longer reach. Once Claressa closes that distance, man, and you know, Perkins, I don't see her, I've seen her do some, like, you know, walk-in uppercuts where she really kind of stalks the opponent, but she's able to kind of sort of like semi-telegraph those uppercuts where she could see it from a mile away, because the opponent is kind of standing so flat-footed, which Claressa Shields is not about. She's a mover, she's a shaker. She's not gonna stay there just lying in wait for you to touch her. So I think Perkins is gonna have to exert a lot of power, and then she's gonna have to balance that with patience. I don't think she wants to get overactive with Shields, because she's not gonna win the stamina game. In spite of you know, her basketball history and all that, I think the youth is on Shields' side. Perkins is pushing 42 years old, you know what I mean? And whether she's washed up or not from you know, the accident or from the basketball history, you know, that's probably not the main factor. I just think Claressa Shields is so athletic, and her stamina game is so intact, and she's definitely going to serve up a lot more activity in terms of footwork and combination punches. And Perkins is not necessarily prepared to deal with that. I think Perkins, her best bet is to try to use her distance with her jab and keep Shields at bay. Just keep her out on the outside, man. You can't, once she closes that distance, man, once Perkins has to rely on an uppercut as a counter punch, you know, then she's in real trouble, because I don't think Claressa Shields is going to let her off the hook. And side's aside, I mean, when a shorter fighter is in close to your chest, they might as well be the same height as you or bigger, because you got to back up to do something about it. And I don't think Shields is going to permit Perkins to back away so easily, you know, so. But anyway, man, I think it's about to go down, man. Flint, Michigan, February 2nd. I got my money on Shields, man. I think she's gonna do her thing. But I expect, you know, oddly enough, with the low fight count from Perkins, I think Perkins is gonna give her a test and an opportunity to show some new looks that we have not seen from Claressa Shields in order to win this fight. I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park. A lot of people are counting Perkins out like, you know, like her track record is not robust enough to get some respect, but the girl really does know how to fight. I just think athleticism, youth, and you know, aggression is going to be on the side of Shields for the night. So Perkins really got to find a way to weather those types of storms and that type of outfit in order for her to even compete, you know. But I really do think that if Perkins comes in nice and fit, you know, when she's fit with what she knows to do in boxing, I think she's gonna be a worthy opponent. You know what I mean? And she might, you know, with her power, you know, she might do something, you know, that might surprise us all. You know, but again, I'm not counting on the shit. Yeah, I'm just saying it might, but you know, because it is boxing. But hey, it is what it is, man. Check y'all next time. Peace.